It doesn't look like anything else on the road, either on the outside or under the hood. It's the 2010 Mazda RX-8, and it has a rotary engine.
There's only 3 major moving parts in a rotary engine.
John Im is with Mazda.
In a piston engine, there's probably hundreds of moving parts because you have 4 valves per cylinder, you have camshafts, you have cam chains, the piston, the rod, the crank, all sorts of parts are moving in order to transfer that vertical motion and to allow the air and the fuel mixture into the combustion chamber and back out, and to turn that into power that you can use into a circular motion. So with the rotary engine, we use intake and exhaust ports. They're just simply openings in the housing which the rotors pass over, as opposed to valves that are open and closed. So it's a lot simpler design.
Now, if you still don't understand, John has another analogy.
A rotary engine, the simplest way to think about it is someone blowing on a pinwheel. So you have this triangular-shaped rotor that's flat inside a cocoon-shaped housing, and it spins. And as it spins, it still goes through the same 4 stages of the combustion cycle. And as the power pulse hits the rotor, it makes it spin. So it's inherently a very smooth type engine.
Anyway, if you don't care that much about what's going on under the hood, don't worry about it. It's a modern car, so you shouldn't have to do much under there except add washer fluid. One of the great things about the Mazda RX-8 is that it looks like it's going fast, even when it's parked. Mazda doesn't give out official 0 to 60 times, but one published account puts it at 6.6 seconds. When Mazda first came to the US in 1970, it had the Wankel as its primary engine. The rotary engine powered a series of Mazda coupes, sedans, and even a bus. The commercials at the time praised the smoothness of the rotary engine, claiming that piston engines went boing, 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 and the Mazda went, The rotary engine's relative inefficiency made consumers go, when the oil shocks of the 70s hit. It's not that the rotary engines were gas pigs, it's just measured up against a similar-sized Toyota or Honda, the rotary engine Mazdas didn't provide mind-blowing gas mileage compared to Detroit steel.
I think that inherent simplicity allows the rotary engine to be 40 to 50% lighter and also smaller than an equivalent piston engine of similar power output.
But that lightweight and small footprint weren't enough to save the Wankel in the Mazda lineup, save for the RX-8. But hey, it was a really good save.
So this is our RX-8 4-door sports car, and it's a lot of fun to drive. Great balance.
4 doors or it's 3? Wait, so that's the door on that side too?
It's got to here, one on each side. So if you got people you want to go around town on the weekend, let's say you're out in the evening and you got a couple friends you want to jump in, you got a sports car with access to a couple of seats in the back, which makes it easy. Good ingress and good egress.
Well, yeah, it is sort of a 4-door sports car, and wow, it is beautiful. There's a wrinkle, and it's probably going to be in your dry cleaning. There's no coat hook in the Mazda RX-8. I guess that when you're this hot, it really doesn't matter what you wear. By the way, do you know what the word garroted means? It's great that Mazda has this extra door in the RX-8, but it's also attached to the seatbelt, so you may want to take it off before you try and let someone out of the back seat. The Mazda's RX-8 rotary engine generates 232 horsepower. It gets 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway. The RX-8 Grand Touring Edition, with a long list of standard equipment, is about $32,000. That means you can be the coolest kid on campus or satisfy your midlife crisis without compromising your kid's college fund. I'm Grant Winter reporting.